It's the same old story every time the governor calls for a special session. Today, no different. The fallout from Republican lawmakers' decision to not even discuss an abortion law proposal.
Plus, another disruptive day in court as jury selection for the Darrell Brooks trial continues. We'll take you to the courtroom.
And the Madison community will soon say goodbye to a local staple as Kanaki's Market and Butcher Shop prepares to close its doors for good. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Resolution 1. All in favor will say aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes. Pursuant to SJR 1.
Well, there was nothing special or unique about the governor's special session today aimed at trying to change the abortion law in Wisconsin. Senate and Assembly Republicans did exactly as they have for just about every one of the governor's required sessions.
Governor Evers hoped Republicans would at least debate the idea of allowing voters to put referenda on the ballot, similar to the way California does it. So what's the fallout from this? Political reporter Will Keneally is live at the Capitol with more. Will?
So the Evers proposal actually would have been pretty wide-ranging. We could have seen ballot referenda on the issue of marijuana to abortion, which is why Democrats are bringing up the issue now. And it's been a moving target. In recent weeks, Republican Tim Michels has walked back his stance, saying that he would sign a bill adding exceptions to rape or incest into state law. We caught up with Lieutenant Governor candidate Sarah Rodriguez, asking her if Democrats would work with Republicans to at least get those exceptions into state law.
I don't believe he's actually changed his viewpoints. He has spent his entire life donating to organizations that want zero exceptions for abortions across the country. And so I don't see why he would do this, except he knows what a radical and out-of-touch position this is.
So Republicans have all along called Evers' special session a political stunt. And this special session has met the same fate as many others have, being politically dead on arrival. But this could all change come January if Republicans win the governor's mansion. Tim Michels and legislative Republicans have agreed to some changes to existing state law. And we'll have more on how this shapes the race for governor and politics in Wisconsin tonight at 6.
Will, thank you. We'll see you at 6. Governor Evers' Republican challenger Tim Michels was also asked about today's special session this afternoon, and here's what he said.
The current process, the legislature submits bills to the governor. If I agree with them, I will sign them. That is the process that has been in place for a very long time in Wisconsin. I look forward to working with the legislature. I look forward to working with legislative leaders on both sides of the aisle.
Michels made those comments at a campaign stop today in Baraboo, and during that event, the Tavern League of Wisconsin endorsed Michels in his bid for governor. Temperatures will cool down this week. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulty is on the weather patio with more. Gary?
So you got to enjoy the nice weather while we have it. Today was another sunny and mild day today. Tomorrow we'll probably sneak in one more day, although there'll be a little more cloud cover. You can see a visible cloud track. Plenty of sunshine across southern Wisconsin. Those clouds, like the last few days, have stayed just out to the west of us, so we've been the beneficiaries of high pressure that's keeping our weather quiet. Again, the showers across the eastern Dakotas, western Minnesota, they don't get any closer than what you see on the radar right now, so we'll probably see dry weather through much of the day tomorrow. Last night, temperatures on the cool side, 41 in Madison, some upper 30s across southeastern Wisconsin, although areas closer to the Mississippi River were in the upper 40s. La Crosse bottomed out at 50 degrees, but current temperatures are in the lower to middle 70s across much of southern Wisconsin, away from Lake Michigan, but even there the temperature contrast is not that great. Right now 74 degrees in Cross Plains, 73 degrees in Oregon. Look for skies to be partly cloudy this evening. Temperatures falling to about 54 by late evening. We'll see one more mild day tomorrow, but then a big change is on the way for the end of the week. I'll have more on that in the forecast in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. It was another disruptive day in court as jury selection continues in the trial of Darrell Brooks.
Please direct the prosecutor to answer whether there are assessment for the charges
Mr. Brooks,
in her possession.
No one's going to be answering these questions, okay? I'm not requiring the state to do that. I'm advising you to stop asking those questions. It will be considered an he's interrupted. Take him to the next courtroom.
As you heard, just 30 minutes into court this morning, proceedings were delayed for a second day because of Brooks' interruptions. He was moved to another courtroom so jury selection could continue. Last week, Judge Jennifer Duro ruled that Brooks can represent himself in court. There is a tired expression in sports, take it one game at a time. But there is some value in doing that this week as the Badgers' new football coach tries to get his team ready during an emotional week.
Jim Leonard says he feels good about where the team is just 2 days after Paul Chryst was fired. Still, Leonard expects more from specific players, and Jordan Reed tells us more about that. Jordan?
Yeah, the only time Jim Leonard won at Northwestern was as an assistant coach in 2016. Well, he expects to change that this Saturday, but needs his team to step up. Leonard said the Badgers have been making far too many mistakes, leading to their 2-3 record. They're at the bottom of the Big Ten West, but everyone else is 1-1. So Leonard said during his press conference today, there's clearly time to turn the season around, adding it's important to let his team process the Chryst news as needed, but ultimately he needs his captains to make an impact on the field.
There is no special talk. There is no players-only meeting. There is only coaches-only meeting, right? It's getting it done at this point, right? We know the issues, right? We know we have to play better. There's no talking anymore. Like, it's time to get it done. That's what I'm excited about. It's the action piece of it. Obviously, there was big change, which is kind of shook the program, but I think the focus becomes how do you focus on getting yourself better? How do you focus on getting your group better?
The defensive-minded Leonard talked a bit about pass interference penalties that hurt his team during that game against Illinois. He said those penalties were momentum and confidence killers. His defense might get a boost this weekend. Senior cornerback Alexander Smith could come off the injury report. Saturday's game at Northwestern kicks off at 2:30.
Jordan, thank you. A significant donation from Epic will help UW Health take on staffing shortages. Hospital leaders wouldn't exactly say how much Epic gave, but said that money will help launch a new effort to recruit nurses. The program covers current and future medical and nursing assistants tuition to earn bachelor's degrees. It also maintains their full-time benefits despite working less to go to school. UW Health thinks Epic's donation will pay for 70 students a year for 6 years. The first class of the program will enroll next fall.
The CDC is warning it could be a rough flu season this year. Doctors gathered with other U.S. health experts this week for a national conference aimed at encouraging communities to get their flu shots. A recent survey shows only 49% of adults say they plan to get the flu vaccine. The percentage of pregnant women and children getting the vaccine has continued to trend downward, and for the first time, health officials are recommending people 65 and older receive a high dose or an adjuvanted flu vaccine.
This preferential recommendation was based on a review of the available studies, which suggested that in this age group, these vaccines are potentially more effective than standard dose unadjuvanted flu vaccines.
Health experts also suggest pairing your flu shot with your COVID booster for maximum protection. The country music world is remembering Loretta Lynn, who died today.
Danya Backus shows us how Lynn rose from poverty to the queen of country.
Well, I was born a coal miner's daughter. Loretta Lynn was the coal miner's daughter who rose to become the queen of country music. In a career that spanned more than half a century, Lynn always told it like it was. A gifted songwriter, she became a powerful voice for women, tackling controversial topics, including alcohol, war, and sex. Some songs, such as The Pill about sexual liberation and Rated X about divorced women, were initially banned by many radio stations until they became hits.
You're Rated X. When it hit the charts, they had to take it out of being banned and play it, you know. Everybody had to play it when it was on the charts.
Lynn's story is well known. Her autobiography became the 1980 hit movie Coal Miner's Daughter, earning a Best Actress Oscar for Sissy Spacek.
Yeah, I'm proud to be a coal miner's daughter.
Lynn grew up in extreme poverty in Kentucky. Her sister, Crystal Gale, also became a famous singer. As a teenager, Loretta married Oliver Doolittle Lynn. The couple had 6 children together during their tumultuous marriage that lasted close to 50 years.
Doo said I was going to make it, and I made it. He said, you're going to be a singer, and I sang, and I made it. I couldn't let him down.
Lynn was also known for her popular duets with Conway Twitty throughout the 70s and early 80s. During her lengthy career, Lynn received numerous accolades, including the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2010 and the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2013.
Stay with me a little bit longer.
In 2018, at the age of 86, Lynn put out her 41st studio album titled Wouldn't It Be Great? For fans, the word great doesn't begin to describe her music or her legacy. Danya Backus, CBS News.
In a statement, Lynn's family said she died peacefully at her home in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee.
Loretta Lynn was 90 years old.
And next at 5, the temperatures will cool down this week. Gary will join us with the latest.
Plus, a butcher shop that's been a Madison community staple for decades will soon close its doors for good. Our Mark Kane will share the Kanaki family story when we come back. And later, how a tattoo artist is helping breast cancer survivors feel more like themselves. That story and more coming up tonight at 6.
Second day of big gains on Wall Street. The Dow surges more than 825 points. The NASDAQ up 361. The S&P 500 adds 112.5. We'll be right back.
It's dangerous up here, and it's no fun shopping around for a reputable contractor. I've built my company on the promise to treat our customers like we would our own family. That means an honest, no-pressure sales experience, expert craftsmanship, and a lifetime guarantee of our work. We know Gutter Shutter is the best system for you and your home, and we'd love to show you how it can keep you safe and off that ladder forever. So call us or visit us online to set up your free estimate, and we can show you what Gutter Shutter and the Larson Home Experience is all about.
At TSR, we transform your old, beat-up concrete into a beautiful, durable surface in one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings. We specialize in garages, patios, pool decks, basements, and more. We don't just coat over your old concrete. We start by grinding it down, then we apply the base coat and chip and seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. Our coatings are beautiful, durable, ridiculously easy to clean, and are backed by our exclusive lifetime warranty. Our in-house team is ready to answer any questions that you have before and after the install. And right now on all projects, we're offering 15% off. Call the number shown below or visit our website for your new floor today.
Day floor.
The radical left hate America and riot in our streets. They indoctrinate our children to hate America, stoking fear and envy with their lies and deceptions. Their radical woke agenda and divisive politics are tearing our country apart. Here's Mandela Barnes.
The founder of this nation, awful.
Mandela Barnes is a radical leftist. He supports their woke agenda that's causing you and your family so much pain.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Make this year the Halloween of your screams. Get scary savings with 11% off all Halloween. Now at Menards.
Restoring Confidence, a new clinic provides a service for breast cancer survivors. News 3 Now explores how this innovation will reach more people. And moving forward, the Badger football team balances the difficulties of losing a coach mid-season. Tonight at 6.
News 3 Now Sports brings you the Badger Blueprint. Join us every week for an exclusive look at Wisconsin football. From the practice field to the locker room to game day previews and highlights. Badger Blueprint, Wednesdays only on News 3 Now at 10.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. Well, they were Madison icons. Ella's Deli, Smokey's Restaurant, and now Kanaki's Old-Fashioned Butcher Shop is closing its doors.
Our traveler Mark Kane visited Kanaki's today to find out why Steve Kanaki has decided to call it quits. Mark?
Eric and Susan, there are a number of reasons that all sort of came together at the same time. It was a tough decision for Steve and his family, and a tough pill to swallow for generations of customers. It's been a long road for Kanaki's old-fashioned butcher shop, and it's the road out front that helped its third-generation owner, 68-year-old Steve Kanaki, decide it was time to retire. Road construction had taken its toll on business. How much did the road hurt?
About half our sales a day, yeah.
Steve and his wife Stephanie have owned the store for 25 years, but this place goes way back. Steve's grandpa George started the business 84 years ago. That's Grandpa Kanaki in the apron serving drinks at the bar in the back. The bar is long gone. Eventually, Steve's dad Jerry took over, finally passing the baton to Steve.
Yeah, I've been here since I was 8 years old, stocking shelves for Grandpa. So I'm going to turn 69 this month. So it's been a long run, 55 years full time. Me and Steph have owned it for 25 years by ourselves. So we're just tired, you run out of gas. And plus, I want to retire and enjoy myself,
Both of Steve's grown children have good jobs and weren't interested in keeping the mom and pop shop open. So Steve put the building up for sale. A tough decision and tough news for generations of very loyal customers.
Yeah, they're pretty sad and getting a lot of comments, and it's overwhelming how much they've appreciated us over the years. Sorry.
And since word of the closing got out, customers are flocking in, getting their Kanaki fix.
That's 15 pounds. I've got 4 New York strips, and we split a big roast. My freezer's full for the winter now.
It's the butcher shop that made Kanaki famous. They supply meat to some 65 area restaurants and bars. The ground beef is legendary. The basement freezer is full of orders.
These are single orders. This guy's got 150 pounds of burger. This guy's got over 200 pounds of burger there, 2-pound packs. We're trying not to do anything less than 2 pounds because we just don't have the manpower to keep up with it. One guy just ordered 150 pounds of, I think he got sirloins and T-bones. I mean, they're getting thousands of dollars worth of meat. I got people coming from Minocqua, Janesville, that shop here once a month that are coming down and loading up on all the meat so they can fill up their freezers.
It's that kind of loyalty from customers and staff. Steve's sister Nancy has worked here for 44 years. Mike Meyer, head butcher and brat maker extraordinaire, has logged 43 years. Kanaki's last day is a week from Saturday, the 15th. Tai Gu, a Chinese restaurant in Middleton, will be moving in, leaving Steve and Stephanie Kanaki with one big problem. Where are they going to buy their meat?
We don't know.
That's a big problem, Mark, because I've been telling all my customers, I said, I don't know where I'm going to get my meat. I really don't.
And the Kanakis wanted to stress that if you have a store gift card, you need to use it before they lock the doors for good on the 15th.
You're one of the loyal customers.
What are you going to do, Mark?
Every Saturday. It's like Norm at Cheers. I walk in, Mark!
Yes.
Yeah, they're great people. It's a great product, and they're going to be missed.
You hate to see that happen. We mentioned the Ella's Deli and the other
Smokies.
places. Yeah. It's the end of an era.
He's 69.
He deserves a break.
He does. He did a great job, and good luck to him.
Best of luck to him. Yeah. Great story. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks.
Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, I wish we could just keep this weather going for a while longer, but it'll have to come to an end. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. We'll squeeze in one more mild day tomorrow with high temperatures up around the 70-degree mark. A little more cloud cover, maybe a sprinkle of rain west of Madison in the afternoon. The best chances of showers will probably be midday Thursday. The computer models have been going back and forth on that. Before they were a little more aggressive. Now they're kind of backing off on the rain, but we still should see some showers. And then we're still looking at chilly weather for late in the week. Right now, it looks like the coldest period will start Thursday afternoon as temperatures start to fall and last until Sunday morning. The temperatures will start to rise back up. But right in the middle of that, frost, most likely for Friday night and early Saturday morning with widespread frost expected, temperatures down around freezing. On weather track right now, the clouds, the showers, this has been the case for the last couple of days. They've stayed just out to the west of us. We've been in an overall quiet weather pattern, high pressure right in between, right where we are between the system to the west and the remnants of Ian and another weather system along the east coast. That's starting to move out to sea. This weather system's starting to move eastward, so eventually the clouds and the showers will start to move in here, or at least some of the showers over the short term. Cold front out to the west. Over the last couple of days, it's moved from the western Dakotas to the eastern Dakotas. It's not moving very quickly, and even the southern end of that front is stationary. But right now, we're still on the mild side of the system with winds out of the south and temperatures that range from the upper 60s to the lower 70s. Even near Lake Michigan, Milwaukee at 68, Green Bay still at 73 degrees, and out to the west you can see temperatures in the 70s, but notice temperatures start to drop off a little bit over western Minnesota. That's mainly because of cloud cover and some showers. Our temperatures have been about the same or even a couple degrees warmer for the last few days. Out to the west, notice those temperatures starting to cool down, and that's because of cloud cover and a few showers. Now, as we look at future track, you can see those showers stay out to the west of us overnight. Tomorrow, maybe a few sprinkles getting into southern Wisconsin. Then a little bit of a break tomorrow night with just a slight chance for a shower. Our best chances will be as the cold front comes through from the north and west, and that'll probably be during the day on Thursday. But notice that wind shift to the north, and that starts to bring in the colder weather as we head toward the end of the week. So planning your night, look for low temperature of 46 in Madison, 47 in Fitchburg, 47 in Belleville. We'll see partly cloudy skies overnight. Tomorrow, across the rest of southern Wisconsin, a little warmer out to the west, a little more cloud cover, 50 in Prairie du Chien, 54 degrees in La Crosse, whereas to the east, temperatures dropping to about 45 degrees in Watertown. As we check out the forecast for tomorrow, variably cloudy, mild, a slight chance for a shower west of Madison late in the day, high temperature in town at 70 degrees. Future track beginning around noon tomorrow. You can see just how small the chances of rain are. They come through by 6 p.m. You know, the showers pop up. Most areas staying dry through tomorrow night. Probably the better chances for showers are going to come during the day on Tuesday. Not in the morning, but as you head toward like 9, 10 o'clock, maybe a little line of showers. And that's mainly as the cold front comes through. Notice temperatures lower 60s, dropping back into the 50s. And by late afternoon, those temperatures are already starting to fall. As we check out the rainfall amounts, though, they're not going to amount to very much. Most areas less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. As we check out the 7 to 10 day forecast, we drop back to 50 on Friday and down to 32 by Saturday morning. And then you can see out to the west, or out into early next week, those temperatures start to warm back up as that warmer weather out west heads back. So we're lower 60s and maybe some shower or thunderstorm chances about Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. But you have one more day while we have mild weather and you don't need a jacket to go through your closets, because we run Coats for Kids through Saturday the 8th. Make sure you bring in your jackets, your especially kids jackets, snowshoes, snow suits, mittens, hats, to any areas, Clinky Cleaners for cleanup, and then they'll be distributed by the Community Action Coalition later in October. As we check out first warn traffic right now, no problems on the Beltline, just a little bit of a slowdown around Monona Drive. Otherwise, traffic moving pretty steadily on the Beltline, about a 15 to 16-minute drive either direction between University Avenue and the interstate. The usual 24 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990 southward. Middleton to Sauk City, a little elevated time there, 24 minutes, and then downtown to Sun Prairie, East Washington Avenue and US 151 takes you 19 minutes. That's your News 3 Now first warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. A new facility in Monroe is working to provide a safety net for people with dementia and their caregivers. Today, a ribbon-cutting ceremony was held for the O'Rourke Dementia Stabilization Unit. The facility provides medical and psychiatric stabilization with a detailed assessment for those struggling in their homes with dementia. Within 28 days, the stabilization team learns details about the individual, giving keys to what their behavior means. The person receives assessment from multiple experts, including medical, social, psychiatric, psychological, and life enrichment. And once they're ready to go home, the caregivers are given all of that information and trained. Well, just ahead, the FAA announces a new rule for flight attendants. Find out how it could make your next flight safer after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for all cash as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
Fry Construction wants to thank you for once again voting us Best of Madison 3 years running with 27% off gutters or insulation. Your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best of Madison 3 years in a row. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Save 27% off gutters or insulation with any full roof replacement project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Ron Johnson's at it again, lying about my taxes. Let's be clear, my taxes are paid in full, but there were times I was getting by on peanut butter sandwiches. And that's why I support a tax cut for the middle class. Put more money in your pockets, because I know how hard you work. But Johnson used his Senate seat to write a loophole that gave huge tax cuts to himself and his biggest donors, leaving us with crumbs. And that's how we get left behind. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
It's our biggest sale of the year. Get back to your health and fitness goals by joining Anytime Fitness for just $1 now through October 7th. Let us help you turn No I Can't into Yes I Can. Now through October 7th, join Anytime Fitness for just $1. Hurry in today.
Clean, safe, fun. I wanted it all when we needed daytime care for Mom. Oh, Grace's new adult day center is so nice. Now she goes twice a week while I'm at work and loves it.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
I'm Ken Pearrett, and this is my John Deere. We run about 3,000 acres of crop ground and 100 head of beef cattle. Number one thing that stands out when it comes to Sloan's is service. And we had some issues with the new ExactEmerge planter, and Kyle himself, the store manager, and one of the lead mechanics on the planters, came down on a Sunday afternoon, and they got us going. And that's going above and beyond. And that's why I think Sloan's first.
Remember this? Forecasts are predicting an unreasonably cold and snowy winter. Now's the time to winterproof your home with USA Insulation. 35% more efficient than traditional insulation. Our foam in your walls keeps the cold air out and your warm air in. It's like putting a coat around your entire home. Call now before winter and get a $500 early bird discount. USA Insulation.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
These guys will buy our house without even seeing it.
Online buyers make offers that seem attractive at first, only to lower or cancel at the last minute. We Buy Ugly Houses won't reduce or cancel our firm cash offers before closing. Call or click to sell quick.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The skies may have just become safer today after the FAA unveiled a new rule for flight attendants.
It is something flight attendants have been pushing for years. The new rule extends the minimum mandated rest period for flight attendants from 9 to 10 consecutive hours between shifts when scheduled for a duty period of 14 hours or less.
Flight attendants had even fewer rest hours than pilots. I worked alongside them, traveled with them, and I can tell you firsthand that well-rested crew members are important to safety.
Despite the big win, airline activists say their fight is far from over. They say they will continue to press forward to ensure this minimum is also applied for cargo pilots. A final check of your First Warn forecast when we come back.
Ron Johnson and China. Here's how it works. While in the Senate, Johnson made $57 million from a family business whose growth was directly linked to China. He invested in Chinese factories, and Johnson's family business got $50 million in loans from the Bank of China. Johnson pushed for shipping American jobs overseas, while he got rich. Ron Johnson's out for himself, not us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
The Stanley Steamer started with one man, a van, and a whole lot of carpet. We've been innovating for a long time. Stanley Steamer now goes beyond carpet. We've been cleaning tile and grout, upholstery, rugs, air ducts, and a whole lot more. We don't just clean carpets, we clean homes. So when your home needs a cleaning, give us a ring at 1-800-STEAMER.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
Brothers Maine has been family-owned since 1938. Some of us were born into this family, and others chose to join through the years. And we know you can't replace family, but you can replace appliances, and Brothers Maine is here for you when one breaks down. Our in-house team has delivered ranges to washers to refrigerators to hectic households in a pinch, oftentimes the next day. Just because an appliance breaks down doesn't mean you have to. We're not big box, we're Brothers Maine, and we want you to feel like family here.
If you overdraw your account, Wells Fargo gives you an extra day grace period to avoid the overdraft fee. What if everything came with a grace period? Like accidentally parking where you shouldn't.
Hey, what about this one? Nah, that one gets an extra day. Somebody got lucky.
Like having an extra day grace period? When it comes to overdrafts, you can with Wells Fargo.
Tim Michaels' company has been sued numerous times for sexual assault and harassment in the workplace. But he says
people love working at Michaels.
Women said they were groped, assaulted, and pressured to have sex with their bosses.
We have a great work culture.
Higher-ups called the women liars and fired those who spoke out. So when he says this,
we have a great work culture,
know that the culture comes from the top.
Gary rejoins us. Final check of the forecast.
Well, right now, temperatures are pretty comfortable, and there's lots of sunshine. Take a look at the live view from the WISC-TV Skycam. Okay, a couple more clouds than yesterday, but pretty much the same story. A little more cloud cover out to the west from the Platteville-Queen Radio Skycam, but no rain around here. Temperatures range from the upper 60s close to Lake Michigan and just east of Dane County, 71 in Madison, but out to the west a little bit warmer, 73 degrees in Boscoville.
Well, more updates in 30 minutes on News 3 now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.